Weighted versus unweighted. That's today's topic. But thinking about today's video, the thought came up that I believe most men ask the wrong question when it comes down to this specific topic. They ask, do I have to add weight to my calisthenics training? But I believe the better question is, which problem am I trying to solve with that weight? Because adding weight doesn't automatically mean better results. And for many men, adding weight can be a slower way forward and is not necessary. And the question comes up constantly, pull-ups feel easier, the push-ups stop burning, and bodyweight dips don't feel challenging anymore. So the logical thought is, yeah, I have to add weight to it. Sometimes that's true, but really often, and in most cases, it isn't. Whether you should train weighted or unweighted comes down to one thing: your personal goals. If your goal is feeling capable again, getting a lean body, looking aesthetic, gaining some strength, some muscle, you can make progress without adding weights for a really long time. And here's why. Science shows that muscle growth doesn't live in a really narrow rep range. Roughly speaking, anywhere between 5 to 30 plus reps can create a similar amount of hypertrophy. And that's a huge range, and I believe most people can find a variation of every movement that puts them into that range and hitting muscle failure, which means you don't have to add weight to build muscle. Here's where most people get confused. Even if two rep ranges build muscle equally well, they don't build the same kind of performance. Lower rep ranges with higher loads are better for maximizing strength, and higher rep ranges are better for building muscular endurance. Weighted calisthenics is not automatically better for muscle hypertrophy. It's just better for the goal of maybe coming closer to maximizing strength. That's the distinction. Weighted calisthenics is a great tool if your main goal is to maximize strength, keep reps low, or you want to overload the exact same movement consistently. Adding weight lets you stay in the same strength-focused rep range and intensity range without changing the exercise or your program. That can maybe make it easier to control your progress. And I think that's the real benefit of it. And I know a lot of people like to argue about it, but I think there's no right or wrong. And it's really up to what you enjoy more in your training. Strength adaptation exists on a continuum. You don't need to train maximal strength to become really strong. Someone who can perform 15 to 20 really clean pull-ups is objectively strong, even if they are never touched a weight belt. We shouldn't forget that many really strong and aesthetic physiques were built without adding any load to them. That's the part that matters most. People say a movement feels too easy. It's usually because they're quietly making it easier for themselves. Shorter range of motion, momentum, kipping, faster reps. So before adding weight, I would always reduce everything that is reducing difficulty of the movement. So before you add load, ask yourself, am I using full range of motion? Am I controlling the tempo and the exercise? Am I maybe pausing where it's hardest? Is the target muscle actually the limiting factor right now? Because if not, adding weight just hides the problem. If your goal is more classic strength, weighted calisthenics is an amazing tool to use. Goal is muscle, health, longevity, and maybe just a capable lean body. It's optional. They're optional. They're not required. Useful, but not mandatory in the end. Progress doesn't come from adding weight. It's coming from consistency, having control about your training, and being aware of what you are doing. So before adding weight, have a look at your movements, maybe fix them, earn the load, and then maybe decide if you really need it or not. And if it would be fun for you, add it to your training. But as mentioned, it's not necessary. And this is not about maximizing every gram of muscle we can build. This is about simple training that works and can help most men out there to reach their goals. Simple training can work when you stop rushing the next step. This video was helpful, guys. I appreciate every single like and comment below. The entire goal with this channel is to simplify training for busy men out there. See you in the next video.